Online sales this holiday season, meaning now through January 15th of 2025, are expected to reach $1.59 trillion dollars. And this is just in the online space. So I'm talking people who have e-commerce businesses, small business owners, service-based businesses, anything that involves online. So for you to think even for a second that there isn't a crap ton of money to be made right now, whether you are starting from scratch, whether you are many years into your business like me, you've lost your damn mind, which is why I share the facts and stats and the receipts here. So you can remind that brain of yours that tells you, I'm too late in the game, my market's saturated, people are so worried about the election and the economy, they're not buying. People are always buying. My first business that I still have, that is now an 8-figure business, that is a digital marketing agency and branding firm in the pharmaceutical, medical, and health supplement space, that was started during a real economic crash that some of you remember, especially those of you who owned any real estate or were in the real estate or loan market in 2007, 8, and 9. I literally started it in the worst economic climate of our generation. And guess what? I was able to leave my corporate job and make more money than I ever had working for myself in my pajamas. So I need you to hear this to shake yourself out of it, because when you are scared about growing to the next level in your thing, starting your thing, going a new direction, your mind will come up with all sorts of evidence that seems convincing of why now is not the right time. And the truth is, now is the motherfucking time. Let's go. What up, my people, my posse, my fellow crazies? It's your host, Tiffany Carter, and this is the show that is going to help you grow your business, your bank account, that big, beautiful brain of yours, your abundance, your relationships, and everything in between. So if you are not setting yourself up right now in order to stack the cash this holiday season, we've got to right size this ship. We've got to get your ass in gear. You can't wait until it's like a week before Black Friday or 2 weeks before Black Friday or December 1st to launch a holiday offer and expect it to have great success. This is one of the most common problems in me coaching over 150,000 people worldwide at this point, from being inside my ProjectME Posse business and money coaching membership to people coming to my mastermind, to private coaching, to my Selling with Soul program. Over and over again, what I notice people do, they will start thinking of an offer, putting together an offer, then talking about an offer a very short period of time before they want people to buy it. And then they get upset that no one's buying it, and they can't believe that no one's buying it, and they feel like they're talking about it a ton and they're doing all of the things. You didn't give it enough time. If you really want to land a big launch and bring in big cash, you have to allow for a longer runway. What I mean by that is you've got to build hype. I've shared this before in other episodes. Look at what happens when a movie is coming out, right? They really put a budget in there. Even the movies that don't have as much of a budget to go on, they make sure they're teasing that movie. The actors in that movie are starting to go on podcasts, are starting to go on shows, are getting press. They're leaking clips of that movie. You even see this happening in the automotive world, where there'll be like a sneak peek of a design of a new car coming out. They do this with the iPhone. Now it's in my head, I have to get this iPhone 16 that they're on now. I knew it was coming out. I didn't feel like I needed it. I'm more of someone where I don't want to be bothered with having to learn a new phone and transfer all the things. So I have to be highly compelled to get the new thing. I don't need the latest gizmo. Obviously, I am doing all of this from a late model 2013 laptop. And I did get a new laptop last November that has still not been transferred and used. But My podcast producer, Jen, is now really at her wit's end with me. And this is ending soon. We are going to upgrade the quality of video for you guys here on ProjectME TV on YouTube and for our clips. And I know this needs to be done. And I am going to attend a support group for people who are codependent on their electronics. I feel like we become like really good friends. You know, I get like an attachment to my phone, to my car, even to a vibrator. I name all of them. It's very sad for me to release them into the world and to learn somebody new. Can anybody relate? So my point with the iPhone is what Apple has done this year is they have gifted the iPhone 16 Pro, which is very smart, to a bunch of influencers who do a lot of content marketing, because those other people like me who are content creators and have content-based marketing plans, we likely follow these influencers. And now these influencers who have my trust are doing these unboxings of this phone, are showing the features, are showing like, look, this is a picture from my iPhone 13 Pro versus my 16 Pro, and I'm seeing the difference. And now I am motivated and moved to go get it. Was I going to get a new phone eventually? Yes. But now I'm even more motivated. So I want you to take a look at what these big, big, mega, multi-billion and trillion-dollar brands do, because you can take what they do and do a lower budget version of it, applying it to your own business, whether you're a solopreneur or you have a small team. This is why my stuff is so effective and generates cash for you guys that you learn on here in my free content and obviously in all my paid stuff, is because my other business, I get to be behind the scenes of these mega brands that you love and that I've had as clients for many years. And we get to take what they're doing with this big budget and mistakes they've made with a big budget, and then I refine it and simplify it and teach you how to apply it to your small business to next to no budget. And then once you have more of a budget, or you have more of a palette of taking a risk on yourself and betting money on yourself by taking out a business loan, reinvesting the money you're making back into your business, right? Really doubling down and tripling down on yourself. You're not just doing it on random from your ass, let's see if this works stuff. If you're learning from me, like inside my Posse membership, you're doubling and tripling down on things that are already proven to work. And I want to caution you on that, because a lot of you are going, oh, well, let me just reverse engineer what Tiffany's doing or what so-and-so is doing, and I'll kind of follow their model and I'll try this and bibbity boo over here and bibbity bop over here. And that's not an actual money-making, profit-driven plan. You might make some revenue, you might have a few sales here and there, but you really want to cash in this season. You need to start now by building hype. So here's where you're going to start. And I don't want to overwhelm you with the full launch process. If you want the full $1 million launch process that I teach, and it's absolutely can be a multi-million-dollar launch process as well, then you need to be inside my ProjectME Posse Business and Money Coaching membership. And you can get in on that by swiping up. The link is right here inside my show notes. It's in the description on YouTube, projectmewithtiffany.com/ProjectME Posse. Right now, I have a live series because it's live weekly trainings in there. Okay. And my live series right now, I'm going to pull up so you have an idea of what we talk about there. This is not some membership where you get lost in space. I want you to look at it like this is a group coaching program where everyone is contributing basically $3 a day in order to get a high level, literally $15,000 to $20,000 a month of coaching, because you're all pooling together to get that gift. Just like we will all pull together to get a friend, like, you know, a luxury present, but maybe no one would like buy them that gift on their own. That's what we're doing here. So the live training program I'm doing right now, and there's our rapid growth strategies, how to double your online sales in 90 days, attract the clients now to nurture who are the perfect match for your showcased offer. I also am doing the rapid growth in 90 days on what types of programs to create, the pricings, the offers, what creative content that you can do and things you can do organically to stand out and grab people's attention. Hooked in 3 is another great training, mastering the first moments to captivate and convert people in video, in emails, in your posts. And there's so many more. You get a membership portal of over 350 prior trainings. And like I said, weekly live trainings from me and other special guest experts. There is a cap on this membership, and we're getting close to it being capped. So this is not a membership with thousands of people where you get lost. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to in integrity call it a group coaching membership. So when you go to the page, if it says membership is full, then you're going to have to check back regularly to see if a new spot opens up. Okay. But I want to make sure you have somewhere else to go after this episode of getting you started so that you have the accountability to keep going, a place to answer your questions, and you know the next steps. All right. So you need to start right now by building hype and excitement for your thing. But if you don't know what that thing is that you're going to be putting out there, well, that's a problem. We need to come up with your thing. It could be an existing offer you already have, an existing product you already have. You don't need to have 5 offers. In fact, I don't want you to. Honestly, I don't think you should have any more than 2. If you have an entire like online storefront, that's a different thing. But I want you to have 2 things that you're focused on, and they don't even need to be your own products. If you're an affiliate marketer, if you're someone who wants to drive people to a TikTok shop, you want to drive people to an Amazon affiliate store, that's okay too. It doesn't have to be your own thing. It's whatever it is you're wanting people to buy. So then you're going to determine that. What are these 2 things? Then I want you to go, what version of my ideal client is the best match for these things? Your brand overall, you should know who your ideal client is on a psychological level. I'm not even talking on, oh, they're a mom, they're this age, they make this much money, this is their profession. I'm talking about the psychographics, not the demographics. These are my emotional based sales techniques that I'm famous for that I teach you. So I want you to go really deep in, what does that person this time of year believe that they need? What is more of a priority for them? What's more of a priority for me now in this time of year, in the 4th quarter of the year, when the year is rapidly coming to an end, is very different of what's a priority for me in January and February. Wouldn't you agree? What's a priority for someone in, let's say, summertime is different than winter time because we all have different seasons of our lives. So I need you to determine that to help you pick which offers to create, which offers to focus on. Now, if you are someone, and this is straight up real talk here, okay, we focus on the profits here, not revenue in business. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck about what your revenue is in most business models. I care about your net profits. How much are you making after taxes and credit card fees and expenses? Like hard cash in the bank. So we always welcome and want an influx of sales and profits, right? But if you are at a spot in your business where you're like, Tiff, I need to bring in like an influx of cash. I've been investing a lot in my business. I need to recoup that. I need to make more money to invest more money back in my business. If that's where you're at right now, then you need to focus for sure. One of those 2 offers has to be a higher ticket offer, unless you have some giant audience that is already very nurtured by you. Okay. But if you're sitting on 1,500 followers, 500 followers, even 3,000 followers, I would absolutely go with your higher ticket offer and then pick a mid ticket offer as your other thing. And you need to start now by building hype for it. You don't have to say exactly what the offer is, but you have something exciting coming soon. You're showing you visually working behind the scenes on this thing. You are giving them maybe a sneak peek of a cover of something. You are speaking to the pain points and the desires of your ideal client that this thing you're going to launch is going to help them with. And you're getting them more eager and excited. You're getting them to sign up for a wait list for it. You're getting them on your email list for it. You're having them DM you something if they want to make sure that they are absolutely don't miss this. Maybe create a VIP list. So I have something coming out that you guys have been asking me for fucking years, and I've admittedly procrastinated on it. And then I've told myself I wasn't in a place to create it because I only want to create things for you guys when it's like wholeheartedly. Like we don't do anything half-ass over here, and it is coming. And there's going to be a limited run. And if you want to truly be like first dibs on it, which you're going to be pissed at yourself if you're not, you have to be on my VIP list, which is my Secret Posse Weekly Digest. That's at projectmewithttiffany.com/secret posse. It's free. Those are the emails I send out where they're mine. And a lot of you, and I get choked up thinking about it. I, for the first time, opened up my private journals that I have kept from building this business. And I shared for the first time last Sunday one of those journal entries. It was like from, I think, January 2019. And the amount of responses I got back from sharing that were remarkable. I was, wow, it was so beautiful. And to see how much that meant to you guys, for you guys to really see that what goes on behind the scenes on a really intimate level. And those are the things I send out on that list. It's exclusive content. It's more raw. It's more personal. There's a lot of like manifestation, rich people's best kept secret stuff. So make sure you're on that list. Now, did you guys hear what I just did? I just did what I'm telling you to do, right? Like I'm building hype. I'm telling you emphatically with conviction on what you need to do and why you don't want to miss it. Because I know what's missing in my space and for you guys is a safe space to really vision cast and dream, but in a strategic, practical way, but where it's still creative and fun. Because you don't want to just sit and dream and wonder and then you don't follow through on it, right? You need help with the follow through. You don't need more fucking information. You need implementation of the right information, which is exactly what all my programs are designed to do. That's what we do inside the posse. That's why they're weekly live trainings. That's very overly generous for what I charge for you guys to have weekly live trainings in there. But I know that's what would keep my ass accountable. And I have something coming out that is perfectly designed for us crazy brains, where we are overthinkers, overanalyzers. We get into perfectionism, procrastination. I'm creating what I wish existed and I've never found for you guys. And during the season, which this is the season of solace, this is the season of abundance. You get to have a season of reprieve. You get to have a season of pulling back. A lot of you have done this over the summer. Now it's the season to cash motherfucking in. And I'm going to show you how. So I want you to build that hype. I want you to start creating content. And I call this launch content behind the scenes here. I need you to start creating content on all of your things that are speaking to those specific struggles that your ideal client is going through and her desires that she's wanting right now at this very time and what she wants to prioritize and what she doesn't want to carry into the new year. And I need your content to speak to that. You're going to use your content in all the places to be able to nail down your messaging for your offers that you're launching, because you'll see by the number of views, by the comments you get, by the DMs you get from things you posted on like your Instagram, Facebook stories, by the open rates of your emails. Data doesn't lie unless you're someone who's paying. Unless you're like a shit ton of these people out here who are paying for followers, views, likes, comments. And let me tell you, It's way more people than you realize. I digress. And now you'll be able to use that and go, okay, when I spoke about this topic on feeling so alone and wanting to be able to find themselves again and regain a different level of confidence. And when I talk about this, these particular feelings and emotions and desires, there's a lot of resonance here. There's a lot of reactivity here from people. So that is going to help you name your offer. You might need to rename it. It's going to help you wrap it in wrapping paper that they're going to be delighted and eager and excited to buy. It's going to help you with your messaging of your thing. And that's why I need you to start this now. And I need you to do it in the form of, yes, you're going to go, well, which form of content? All the fucking forms, because people respond to different forms of content at different times. So you need to start with having an idea and feeling into the idea. A lot of you listen to the show are my fellow empaths, highly sensitives, and intuitives. I need you to tap into that and put yourself in your ideal client's shoes at this very time in history, at this very time of the year, and what they're going through. And you start out by having an educated guess on what it is they're wanting and speaking to that and desiring that. And you can also do polls. You can also straight up ask your people. The question box is a scam unless you have a bigger audience that is not lazy. When I post just a question sticker in my Instagram stories, and my Instagram stories are popping. Like if you follow me on TikTok at ProjectME with Tiffany and you've not come over to Instagram, it's totally different content, and all my behind the scenes is in Instagram stories. Like you need to go to my stories because the stories are where heavy dollars are made. You are grabbing and attracting and acquiring new potential ideal clients from your feed, okay? From your feed content. But where the big conversions to cash are made are Instagram stories. I'd also say, like, if your audience is on Facebook, Facebook stories, and your emails and face to camera videos. And so you should be looking at my content. And I'm not saying for you to copy what I'm doing. I want you to feel it. I want, just like I gave you the example of what Apple is doing. And I go, I see what they're doing. I feel it. Does that feel good to me? It does feel good to me. I like this. I'm compelled to buy, but I don't feel sold to. And it feels good to me. Right. And so if it feels good to you, it will feel good to your ideal client. But you've got to do your own market research in this way with your own audience and let them tell you what they want in their own words. You use those words and feelings to wrap your offer in. They're going to buy the thing as long as they've been hyped up about it, as long as they know it's coming, as long as they feel your excitement about it. And then as it gets closer, you'll have a drop date, right? Like, this is when the cart opens. This is when the sale happens. Mark your calendars. And it's like almost like a tornado, which is not really a great analogy here, but we're going with it. It's like a storm builds and builds and builds. And then it's like the eye of the storm is right when you're about to drop the sale. And now you've got the cyclone. And now you're in that cyclone energy of, it's a 5-day sale. It's a Black Friday sale. It's a holiday sale. It's a limited time offer. Excitement, 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 excitement. Let's do this thing. Look at who else is doing this thing. Look at these people who have helped. I remember when I did this thing and it changed this for me. And it's energy. And you build that energy to that amazing climax. And there's no way that sales can't happen for the right people in a way that feels good to everyone because they've been wanting it all along. That iPhone 16, when I go to buy it, and I have to buy like a terabyte of data, so I'm sure this thing's like $2,000, it's still going to feel good to me that I bought it because I didn't feel like anyone convinced me to buy it. I sold myself on it. Does that make sense? We want your people to sell themselves on your thing. I don't want you selling them. Very different energy. We want it to be like, you know what? I want to take this action in my life. I want to feel this way. Enough's enough already. I believe in Laura. Sally is such a solid person. I love what she's doing. I'm absolutely going in the posse with Tiffany. It'd be stupid for me not to at this point. I'm done fucking around. I want to get a micro slice of this $1 trillion pie that's in front of me, that you can make this money from a 2013 laptop, an iPhone 13. Most of the time, all my stuff is done 80% of the time from my phone. You get to work from anywhere in the world if that's what you want. You get to make your own hours. You get to have sales happening all through the night because you're online. There's people from all different time zones. I know you guys listening right now, shout out. You're from Australia, Dubai, India, the UK, Canada, Mexico, Argentina. I mean, we're top 5 in 57 countries and growing. If that doesn't show you the power of reaching people with the right, genuine message and repeating it and continuing to show up regardless, I don't know what other proof that you need. Come inside the posse, make a move that'll change your life, set yourself up. We have an annual option and a month-to-month option. So you know where to go. You can swipe up. It's in the show notes. It's in my link in bio on TikTok and Instagram at Project Me with Tiffany, here on YouTube at Project Me TV. If you want more episodes on really capitalizing and leveraging your gifts, passion, skills, and talents online to make a crap ton of money, and you want more episodes on this, you want more episodes on money healing stuff, whatever you want more episodes on, you can DM me at Project Me with Tiffany. You can reply to any of my emails and give your topic suggestions. That is the best thing you can do. And leave a 5-star written review of this show to show appreciation. I read every single review. They mean the world to me. Apple Podcasts, you don't know how to do it. You can Google it really quickly and do a quick review in 30 seconds. If you want reviews for your business and you want shout outs for your business, you have to really check yourself and go, when was the last time I did this for someone who's pouring into me? If you're a Spotify listener, you can tap the 5 stars. There's no written review option. So I just ask that you take a screenshot and share it on your social media and tag me. With YouTube, subscribe, leave a comment, take a video recording, a screenshot, also share that, pass the show on to someone who you know will appreciate it. Love you so much. We're going to get this thing. Let's get this bag together. This gets to be your most abundant season yet. My Your Season of Abundance guided walking meditation series is my free gift for you. That's also in the show notes. I highly suggest doing that to keep your mind in that beautifully abundant state. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you.